Hello. Welcome to the third part of the I'll be taking a break for personal reasons. A special thanks to my channel members and Patreon for supporting me. And if you want to support, you can join my channel membership or Patreon for as low as $1. Thank you very much. Let's begin. At the beginning of this part, we see that evil God says, I was once a being an inferior low-class god who did not even dare to look at. Yuilshin says, what real appearance? You're still a deteriorated being anyway. Bountiful Abundance worriedly says that seducing Knight of S desires used to be an infamous great evil goddess on the same level as God of Destruction. Yuilshin is really surprised to hear that. He says, same level as the God of Destruction. The evil god gets really big. Yuilshin thinks, this is her real appearance. That's really appalling. Soundless Nightmare offers to resolve it for about 10 million human sacrifices. He says, screw off with the nonsense. The thousand blade that cuts all says to just kill Go Saduk and clicks his tongue. He thinks, Go Saduk? System says, Go Saduk, male 61 years old. Remark, an earth being who is linked to seducing Knight of S desires, through karma. He thinks, that method is something I'd expect from an evil merchant. I guess without Go Saduk, that leftover of a god can't come here either. But, rejected. I only write happy endings. I've never written a sad ending. Same level as Tay God of Destruction? That's back in the day. All you are now is just some leftovers. Evil God says, more than a couple worlds fell to my hands because of such arrogance. I may have degraded a bit, but I am still strong enough to kill a newborn low-class god. He uses Ilho, so mean a skill share. Go Saduk says, run grandson-in-law. She's not someone you can win against. At least until the S-class hunters come. Yuilshin uses, strong body, telekinesis combo. Evil God gets hurt and says, you bastard. Go Saduk is really surprised and says, impossible. He's that strong. Yuilshin thinks, he keeps calling me his in-laws. I'm starting to want to write a sad ending. Anyways, we see that evil God is bleeding. Yuilshin thinks she endured it. This isn't good. He uses crushing God's forefinger off. Close rupture. The rupture starts to close. He says, stop with this and just screw off to your own world. Evil God grabs the rupture before it closes and starts to open it again and says, you dare try and fight me with strength when you're only a low-class god? I'll show you how much stronger I am. Evil God uses a really strong energy attack. Yuilshin gets hit. Go Saduk says, grandson-in-law. Yuilshin is on the ground. He says, she's really damn strong. She says, did you think something like you could stop me? Yuilshin thinks she's definitely stronger than the starfish. But now I am different. Equip evil god title. She is really surprised and says, what? Yuilshin jumps ready to punch her in the face. He says, good god evil god title combo. He hits her with a really strong attack. She says, how can a newborn be a low-class god? This can't be. Yuilshin says, stop holding on and screw off. You pitiful remnant of an evil god. Yuilshin closes the rupture with the god's crushing forefinger off. A message popped up saying, seducing Knight of S desires is a strong offering worth 6 S classes. He thinks, I knew it. The fakest starfish sun god was worth 4. Quest window appears saying, quest intermediate class evil god promotion in progress S class possessing transcendence potential sacrifice 20 out of 100. He thinks, I might become an evil god first at this rate. A hunter S class sacrifices. Might not take long. And angles bring Go Saduk to Yuilshin. He says, she's gone. Well, what's wrong with him? Engel says, at this rate, my husband will die. The seal is gone, but the curse still remains. Please have mercy. Yuilshin says, I guess the curse can still remain even if the god's dead. I can't let him die here. He's my S-class. Yuilshin says, God's healing ring finger. Go Saduk wakes up and says, impossible. How? Even an S-class healer couldn't do this. Engel says, you're alive. It's all thanks to Yuilshin. He thinks, this is the happy ending I wanted. I'm team happy ending no matter what. System says, congratulations. Archangel Lilith and Go Saduk are now Yuilshin's followers. S-class possessing transcendence potential followers 12 out 100. He thinks, Archangel? I guess she automatically became the Archangel since she used to be the Yiksha General. She's definitely qualified for it. A few days later near Brazil's S-class dungeon. Arkeen is there says, she is bowing in front of some, and they say, tell me again, insect. You're saying you can help me avenge my mother? She thinks 100 billion soldiers and 3 followers were all killed. If I return, the Emperor will kill me for sure. I need to use this lizard to kill Yuilshin before I can go back. Lizard says, tell me again. Insect, you're saying you can help me avenge my mother? She says, yes, that is correct. I have a skill and a plan that can help you kill the evil god Yuilshin. Lizard says, all right. Tell me about it. She says, it's. Yuilshin wakes up somewhere and says, where am I? There is a really strong and muscular god is standing in front of him. He thinks, how much do you have to fight and train to earn a physique like that? But, who are you? He says, I'm perpetual seeker of the truth. I have something urgent to talk to you about. The god of destruction's followers and copy is waking up. In order to overcome the trials you'll face and to change fate, you obtain the divine powers of an intermediate god and go to the festival of the gods. Yuilshin wakes up in his office. He thinks, what was that? A dream? Perpetual seeker of the truth. It sounds way too close to perpetual truth seeker. I don't like it. Is it a new stalker? It's a given that I have to become an intermediate god, though. But, god of destruction's followers and copy? What was that all about? Angle says, you're awake. I'll call my husband over. He's currently in a meeting with the principal. He says, there's no need. I'm sure he's going to babble on about the marriage or something. I don't want to deal with that. Angel Soldier Dispatch Report. The Angel Soldiers have created a miracle in Antria, leading to an exponential increase in followers. Quest Intermediate Class Good God Promotion in progress. Normal followers 130,233,321 out of 10 billion. He thinks, the automatic skill I earned thanks to Lilith. The Angel Soldiers have increased the number of followers by 30 million. I don't know what they're doing in Antria, but the followers just increase without me having to do anything. I was worried about how long it'd take to reach 10 billion, but with this, it'll be a piece of cake. Anyway, Lilith, I'm fine, so why don't you stay with Go Saduk-hyung? She says, Sing I've been resurrected as the Archangel. Thank to your great mercy. I have an obligation to fulfill my duties by your side. Yuilshin says, is that so? There's a fight. An A-class and an S-class are fighting. Apparently it's Sword Phantom and Shinyu. Yuilshin sees them and thinks, what? Who and who? How could you do that to me? Students are recording the fighting. She says, S-class Hunter Shinyu. But what's with his appearance? Was he abandoned on some isolated island or something? How could you just throw me away onto a deserted island? Do you know how difficult it was getting out of there? I knew I should have killed you instead. Sword Phantom says, damn it. You should have done a proper job. Shinyu gets ready to fight and says, I cannot forgive you for this even if you're my closest friend. I'm gonna beat you up, strong sword. He says, come. I'll show you the real powers of the heavenly demonic god sword. Everyone is enjoying T5HT fight and says, whoa that's super cool. I get to watch an S-class battle firsthand. Yuilshin thinks he's fighting Sword Phantom. He must be skilled too. It's already lunchtime. My biological clock is never wrong. And today's menu is hotel-style chicken soup. I can't miss it. Let's go get lunch. Angle and Yuilshin are in the cafeteria and ready to eat. He think, I made a great choice becoming a teacher. I get to eat this expensive food for free. Then, let's dig in. Sword Phantom comes flying and falls on the table. And all the food gets spilled. They are really surprised. Sword Phantom says, Shinyu, you bastard. Shin gets there and says, strong sword. Surrender. You're no match for me. Yuilshin says, my chicken soup. Shinyu says, you're the three heroes, society's self-proclaimed sword god. He says, my chicken soup. Shinyu says, good that we met here. I had a debt to repay that brainwashed strong sword. The higher up of the evil three heroes society. Yuilshin thinks, why the hell is he always bringing up the three heroes society? Today, I will make sure to get a confession, even if I have to beat it out of you. I don't know about these three heroes. You dare. You're dare. This expensive chicken stew. I can't forgive you for this. I didn't even get to eat a single bite. Shinyu says, what? Yuilshin says, you better be prepared, Shinyu. Activate the 1000 blade that cuts all's authority Ultra Blade. Sword Phantom says, provoking the sword god to a fight? How foolish. Show how weak you are compared to him. Shinyu says, what? You're gonna fight me with that spoon? He's so idiotic. What does a strong sword see in him? A spoon is perfect for someone who destroyed my chicken soup. I'll beat you to a pulp. Shinyu thinks, I don't know how he managed to deceive strong sword. But I won't go easy on him. Serpent sword class Poison Fang. They both are about to start the fight. The third part of the I'll be taking a break for personal reasons ends here. If you want to see more, please subscribe and like. And if you want to support me financially, you can join my channel membership or Patreon only for $1. Patreon and Discord links are in the description if you want to support me. And a special thanks to all my channel members for supporting me. Thanks for watching.